Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Truly grateful. So many channels you could be watching. You're watching, man. How to succeed in the Philippines. Stop doing what you see all the other expats doing. Learn to think for yourself. Most of the time, it's like the blind leading the blind. This video is not picking on anybody or saying that the decisions that these other expats make are bad decisions. This video is about people coming over here and blindly entering into agreements and situations simply because they see other expats doing it, as if it's a requirement to be in the Philippines. So let's start out with the SRRV. The SRRV may not be for you. Don't buy an SRRV visa just because you see everybody else doing it. Living here for 3 years and then leaving for 1 day may be a better option for you. Most of us don't even know what an SRRV is when we plunk down all this money. We don't take advantage of the great benefits. Most of us buy SRRVs for the sole purpose of not having to leave the country. I'm not picking on anybody, guys. I'm just saying, don't blindly come over here and purchase an SRRV. It may not be for you. Don't do it because you see all the other people doing it. I know a gentleman who plunked down $20,000. Guys, listen to this. Number one, he's not retired. Number two, he doesn't even live in the Philippines. He just did it. I said, hey, man, why are you doing it now? Why don't you wait till you're retired and you're living here? He couldn't give me an answer, guys. I'm not picking on him. Don't do it, okay? Something else I see expats blindly doing over here because they see all the other expats doing it is having a live-in partner. You don't have to do it. I've done it before. I've had a girlfriend who didn't live with me, and I wish I would have kept that agreement, but I didn't. For some reason, we think that it's a requirement to have a girlfriend over here. Trust me, guys, try it. Try having a relationship with a woman and just let her stay wherever she's staying. You know, help her if you want to, but she doesn't have to move in with you. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into by allowing these women to move in with you. It's almost like getting married. A lot of you guys say, oh, I'm not getting married. Well, over here having to live in is almost like getting married, man. She's going to treat you like her husband. She's going to hold you accountable like her husband. So think about that before you go over here. Don't have a live-in because you see everybody else doing it, because it's a hip thing to do, the chic thing to do. Don't buy these expensive cars and trucks over here. It's a waste of money as far as I'm concerned. Remember, I'm not picking on anybody. I'm telling you what I see all these expats doing when they first get over here. Spending all this money for these cars and trucks. The Philippines is an island, archipelago. So if you buy that expensive car and truck, all you're basically going to do is ride around in circles. And then if you want to go to another island, you got to put it on a ferry. It's very expensive. You got to pay for it coming back. So what you're paying for is really not enough. I mean, you're not getting a whole lot out of your investment. And believe it or not, remember, it's depreciating every day. And if something happens and you decide you have to sell it, then guess what? You're going to lose your behind. You're going to lose your behind on that. Purchasing cars over here right away, man, is just not something that I would suggest somebody do. Stop doing what you see all the other expats doing. Learn to think for yourself and make your own decisions. And buying a car and truck, and believe me, cars and trucks over here cost more than in America. And you're not getting much for your money, guys. If I was to buy one here and I wanted to go to Cebu, guess what? I can't drive to Cebu. I got to take it and get on a ferry. Then get to Cebu. Then put it on a ferry and come back. Other than that, I'm just riding around in St. Carlos City. Okay, I can go to Dumaguete. I can go to Bacolod. But so does the Series bus liner do that. And I'm not out of 1 million, 1.5, 2 million pesos. That money's somewhere else. My priority is somewhere else. These cities, guys, stop moving to Dumagetti because you see everybody else moving to Dumagetti. I'm not picking on Dumagetti. That's the example I'm using. A lot of us, we come over here and we go straight to Dumagetti or Valencia because we see everybody else doing it. You don't even know where Dumagetti is. You don't know if it's best for you. You don't know if it has everything that you need to be successful over here, to be comfortable, to have a peace of mind. You don't know that. You just moved to Dumagetti because you see everybody else doing it. Oh, such and such live there and such live there. Man, listen, there's a whole lot better options for expats over here in the Philippines than Dumagetti. Take it from me. I've been boots on the ground for 14 years. I don't live in Dumagetti, although I like Dumagetti. I like to visit there. But I'm not going to move to Cebu. I'm not going to move anywhere simply because I'm seeing other people doing it. I'm going to hit and miss because eventually you're going to find a place that's nice for you. No two people are alike, guys. And don't take this video out of context. I'm not giving you any advice. I'm telling you what I see other people blindly doing when they get over here simply because they see everybody else doing it. And one of them is moving to Dumagetti. It's not the best city for expats in my humble opinion. You don't even know. It may not even be the best for you. So come over here, man. Do a little tour of the Philippines. You may want to live by the beach. You may want a bigger city that offers a little bit more than Dumagetti. Whatever it is you want, the guy who came before you has his own reasons too. So yeah, guys, we come over here and move to these cities. You know, I don't hear anybody talking about General Santos City, which is a great city down in Mindanao. But we never talk about that. All I hear is Dumagetti. It's more to the Philippines than Dumagetti and Angeles City, by the way. Condos. I was going to put houses, but houses take a little bit more thought. But condos is something people always want to come over here and hurry up and get into because we can own it. Now realize how difficult it is, how expensive it is. Is it a good investment? What do we even know about buying a condominium in the Philippines? We're just doing it because we see everybody else doing it. Or renting a condo and paying those high rental prices simply because we see other people doing it. I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just giving you my boots on the ground experiences, man. Sometimes it's like the blind leading the blind over here. You see these guys riding around these fancy cars and trucks and you're like, man, what are you doing? You're just riding around in circles. You're not even getting any use out of that 1.5, 2 million pesos. Then you live in Dumagetti, which, by the way, has nothing to offer you. You probably should be in Cebu, Davao, General Santos, or one of those other places. You got this woman living with you, man. It's expensive. You don't have to let her live with you. You say, Calvin, you're a hypocrite. I'm not, guys. It's about growth. You think I'm still the same guy I was 14 years ago when I started coming over here? Stop with all this pushback. We're trying to help each other. It's other things you can put down in the comments to help these new guys coming over here. Give it some time, man. Don't come over here. Don't rush over here and buy an SRRV. And the guy who bought that SRRV, he wasn't over here but 3 weeks to a month. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He did it because he saw everybody else doing it. He thought it was a good idea. But he doesn't live here and he's not retired. Now he's just got $20,000 over here sitting around, basically. So yeah, guys, learn to think for yourself. If you want to be successful in the Philippines, stop doing what you see other expats doing. And I'm just screaming because of my voice. I've lost my voice. Y'all take these videos, man, out of context. You take them the wrong way. We're trying to help people, guys. Most of the people who watch my channel, they've never been over here. But they're watching me. They're watching other vloggers, other expats. And they come over here and try to do the same things that we're doing. Give it some time. Okay? No SRRV right away. No live-in right away. No car right away. The Philippines has great public transportation and it's cheap. Don't worry about a condominium right away. If I'm going to rent it's certainly not going to be a condominium. Especially because most of the people that you're going to move in with, you're going to have a kid or two. Even if it's just her. You and her in that little bitty cracker box of a condominium, man, you're going to get on each other's nerves. Come over here and do a tour of the Philippines. Don't move straight to Dumaguete. There's more to the Philippines than Manila and Dumaguete and Angeles City. Try these other spots. I looked up on San Carlos City. Never heard of it before. I wouldn't trade this place. Does it get slow sometimes? Yeah, it gets slow. But I certainly wouldn't trade this for Dumaguete. So thank you so much. If you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's about 8:15. I just came from doing my walk. No excuse not to help somebody over here. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. Some guy, when I did the video the other day about the foreigner eating leftovers, he said, hey, I thought you were talking about helping somebody. You changing your story. You know I'm not changing my story. What video did you watch? Okay, I was saying if I knew who that guy was, I'd reach out to him. Absolutely, I would. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those victims in Turkey and Syria. Believe it or not, man, I've been so out of it, man, that I didn't even know there was an earthquake. Marilyn told me yesterday when I got home. Take care.